What up, baby?
What up, baby?
This is Out of the Blue News, and next up we have Spicing Up SPF with
Jack and Bradley.
Lynch and Chernoff. Up in SPF HS. Welcome to this edition of Spicing Up SPF with your host, Tommy.
And Zach.
And of course, we are lucky to have two fine young seniors. I guess you wouldn't be young, you would be old in this school. All right. So yes. We are here with Bradley,
Hi.
local comedian,
Nice to meet
featured at Scotty's Comedy Cove quite often, and we are also here with Steve Gutenberg's nephew, Jack Lynch.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. Thank you.
How you doing? Thank you for having us on. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Oh.
Out of your life.
So I know you guys are big fans of this show.
Yeah.
So I know you guys know what we're all about, and I guess me and Tommy will just go into the sauces.
For sure. This first sauce is the hottest jalapeno sauce you can ever have. It's from Puerto Rico. Let me put a little dab on both ears. We'll do a little dab on the small one.
All right, baby.
A little dabarooski on this one.
Is this hot sauce gluten free?
I don't know the answer to that. So sorry, man. If something happens to you, just don't sue me. All right, man?
I won't, man. I signed those papers before we started. So.
Yeah.
And up next we have some Cholula sauce.
That's my
Cholula hot
favorite.
sauce.
Cholula.
Imported from Mexico.
Mexico.
So yeah, this is like
Mexico, land of the free, home of the tacos.
this is gonna be as bad as Bradley's jokes.
Oh.
That could have been detrimental.
A lot of people like my humor.
Bradley, don't worry. I like your humor.
Oh.
Here, even it out. Even it out. Pour some more on there for me. Cholula's my favorite. All right. That's good.
All right.
I'm gonna get lost in the sauce.
All right, so go on and eat your first chip.
Which would be the green one?
Yeah,
The hottest jalapeno.
We eat the hottest one first. All right.
Puerto Rico.
No. It's not actually the hottest.
Doesn't taste very good.
So what spicy question do you have for us?
All right.
All right, thank you. Quite the segue. So first, I was also raised in SPF with similar families to yours. I want to first really get your guys' opinions on how it was being raised by a Jewish mother.
Oh, let me tell you, Judy Lynch is a hardcore Jewish mom. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
She's from Brooklyn. Sorry, Queens. She's from Queens, and she didn't take no mess from no one. And I couldn't miss Hebrew school for days. It was awful. It was a rough one.
Yeah, she also was a great team mom for the SPF PAL football team. She's very dedicated. Bradley?
I would have to say that having a Jewish mom, like Jack, I guess he was thinking about my mom because she grew up in Brooklyn. It pretty just much guarantees you to come home to a meal of chicken every evening.
I could agree with that.
I had chicken maybe 5 nights out of the week.
Happens almost every night.
Tommy, how do you feel growing up with an Italian mother?
I got some pasta and some meatballs. It's pretty good.
Manja.
Yeah. You ever had hamantaschen?
Visual.
Yeah, it's gross. You don't want to eat
I
that.
had matzah.
Matzah?
Ah.
Soup?
Nah, just
You
matzah.
you ever had
Bread.
gefilte fish? You don't want gefilte fish. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
Lots of matzah. Comes in a can, I heard.
Yeah, it comes in a can. You guys know that?
What?
Gefilte fish comes in a can.
Black gefilte fish usually comes in a jar.
Well, I don't know where you're buying your gefilte fish from, but it's
Costco.
Oh, never mind.
I
He doesn't go to the black Jewish market like us.
All right. Well, now let's go on to the second chip.
All right.
Eat this one.
Yeah.
That one really
Like you're thinking.
that one really gets up the sinuses, right?
I don't like mixing potatoes and sauce together, but
All right,
It tastes like
a little bit of sauce.
potato chip and hot sauce. I mean,
All right, sure enough. This question's really towards you, but Jack, you can say some stuff too, because I'm sure you've been in it a couple times.
Yeah.
I got some A's for your cues.
So the sunroom. I heard you have
the
a sunroom in
sunroom.
your house.
Yes, it's a room covered
Can
all
you
in
explain it a
windows.
little bit?
So it's a room about 50 square feet in diameter, and you got panel windows surrounding the entire thing. So
not a circle.
when the sun comes beating down, it brightens up the room, making it a sun room.
What happens when the sun is not beating down?
Well, some might call that a moon room, but I just call it the sun room at night.
Weird. What do you do in that room? Do you just like watch TV? Do you have TV in there or what?
There is TV in there.
Video games or no?
I'm not a big fan of the video games,
No.
as the kids call it. I have what they call incense or scents,
Okay.
and I light that up. So usually it gets pretty hard to see in there because of
Yeah.
all the scent smoke that fills up the room.
It's a
Makes a lot
vanilla flavored. If I'm.
I think you could
Standing
also use a
corrected.
fog machine to get a similar effect. Or maybe not. Maybe not as relaxed.
Well, you know, a fog machine doesn't really give out the specific odor that scents do.
Mm-hmm. It's all about the
All right.
That doesn't really make any sense if you ask me.
you need the waft.
For sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
when you get change back, it's usually in cents.
Word.
You like that?
Ooh,
And down to Scotty's Comedy Cove in Springfield.
Bad joke.
All right, so where's this third sauce?
Oh, this one's gonna be a little mix of both.
Oh,
Oh.
top that on.
Oh.
Just put a nice dab for a small dab.
Big dab.
Hit a dab.
Big
That's
dab.
wrong chip.
What do you mean?
That was the already half-eaten chip.
It's all
Wait, make it dab.
I'm trying to save
What's
some
this?
shit.
Hey, you see that?
Who's that
Hey.
in your hand?
I don't know. I didn't like minions. They're annoying.
I can't wait to eat this mix of sauce.
All right,
Yeah.
well, go right
It's
ahead.
pretty good sauce.
Ew.
You ate the wrong one.
Mmm. Nutritious and delicious.
So,
Tastes like sand.
thank you. So Jack, as previously mentioned in this interview, you are Steve Gutenberg is obviously your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
He starred in quite a few movies, like what was the Dracula one, or not Dracula, but
Two lava, two
Two Lava, Two
He
Lantula.
started Lava Lantula on Sci-Fi, and then Two Lava, Two Lantula also on Sci-Fi. His big movies are Short Circuit,
Police
Short
Academy.
Circuit 2, Police Academy 6. He was in a couple episodes of Ballers. You know, he's a baller. The Big Green, Zeus and Roxanne.
John Cena, and by John Cena I mean Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes.
Called Steve Gutenberg the salt of the earth.
I beat him up one time.
Really? Did he actually?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
if you
on
go
an
on
Instagram post.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Instagram,
Yeah.
it's there.
So, how does it feel living in the footsteps of such a great actor?
You know, it's awesome. I don't see him as an actor. I see him as my uncle. So it's weird, but you know,
Interesting perspective.
he's a cool guy. Call him Uncle Cheese because he's always taking pictures. You know, you always gotta say cheese. So, Uncle Cheese.
I definitely would have thought it would be for a loving of cheese, not pictures.
You know, he does dabble with the fromage every once in a while, but it's all the pictures. You know.
Fromage, I barely know her.
Oh, wasn't he asked to be in Ghostbusters?
Yeah, he turned it down. He's too cool for that.
Crucial.
Yeah, pretty stupid mistake if you ask me. But
So, you wanna ask him what to do in your spare time?
So guys, what you guys do in your spare time?
That's a great question. A lot of activities. Riding my bike, hanging out with my fresh friends,
Oh, isn't your dad a avid cyclist
Yes.
throughout the town?
cycling avidly, and that's about it.
I play the flute every once in a while in my bedroom. Just hang out, you know, Let's get some jazz flute.
Yas,
There. Jazz flutes. And I play a lot of Fortnite, which I happen to be good at. So
How many solo victories do you have?
I have about 5 on my record, but I got about 35, team wins. So
Wow.
that's all that matters. to
Impressive
me.
stats
All right.
from yours truly.
All right. Well, thanks
And,
for being on the show, guys.
Thank you for
Appreciate
having
There
me.
you have it.
it. You
Thank
guys
you,
have-
Watch this. Wait. Does anyone ever do this on your
Can't
show?
wait to be famous on the show.
No, sir.
No, no one has ever
No,
done
that's
that.
a first.
That was a bad mistake. Because that tasted horrible.
Hi, I'm here with Jeremy Leonard. He was a new contestant in the new show called.
Nick Smith is Abe Lincoln.
Hi, it's Dave Lincoln here. I came back from the dead, and like 200 years ago, I died because someone shot me. So now I'm back, and the first thing I wanted to do was not go to the White House, not see my children or my great-great-grandchildren, but I came down here to Scotts Plains Fanwood to interview some of the kids on who their favorite president is. So let's get to it, guys. How you doing? What's up? I'm here with
Kyle.
Kyle. All right. Okay, Kyle. Who's your favorite president and why?
Barack Obama, because he was black.
Very good answer. What's your name?
My name is Zachary, Mr. Lincoln.
Hi, Zach. I want to ask you a question. Who is your favorite president and why?
My favorite president would probably have to be Dwight D. Eisenhower because he was a very neutral president. He served in the army and he always spoke out. And I also like John F. Kennedy as well because he was like us. He spoke out about gun control and took good care of our country.
It's a really good answer. Really thought out question.
Great answer, Zach.
Answer. Thank you. Let's go. What's your name, son?
My name's Liam.
Liam what? Liam Marr. And I gotta ask you a question, Liam. Young scout. Who's your favorite president and why? Abe Lincoln because he ended slavery. It's a really freaking good answer. Thank you. Let's go. What's your name?
Open the door!
What's your name?
Tommy left.
All right, Tommy.
The Lao sauce.
Excuse me, say it again.
The Lao sauce.
Lao sauce?
Yes, sir.
Why is your nickname that?
That's my Xbox Live username.
And what's Xbox?
It's a gaming system.
What's a gaming system?
Something you play games on.
Like fetch?
No.
Catch?
Like Fortnite, some 2K.
Fortnite and 2K. Whatever. Alright, Tommy or Lao Sauce. Who's your favorite president and why?
I actually like Trump, not gonna lie. Because I think he's very opinionated and really speaks his mind.
That's actually a new answer. I'm shocked. Thank you, Lao Sauce. Enjoy your trip to the bathroom. Okay, Mickey, Max. Okay, Max, who's your favorite president and why?
I'd say Washington because he's the first to do it and he's, the GOAT.
Good answer. Let's go.
I'd have to say George Washington because he's the one who started it all.
I've been hearing George Washington every freaking time. Why not Abe
I
Lincoln?
know, it's a tie between George Washington and Abe Lincoln.
Not good enough. Let's go.
Probably George Washington.
My favorite president of the United States of America. George Washington.
No, okay. Don't even answer.
6 people said George Washington and he walked off on all of them.
Favorite president is probably George Washington.
I'm done. We're done with it.
All right.
Kill it.
All right. So, what's up, Dubam? Can you just tell us what you know about the Great Barrier Reef?
The Great Barrier Reef. I don't know anything about it. I have heard it before, but I don't know what it's about.
Well, that's perfect, because you should watch the next segment on Out of the Blue News, Katie Scott's Zoology Project on the disappearance of the Great Barrier Reef.
The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest coral reef. It has many diverse organisms living in it, including 600 types of soft and hard corals, more than 100 species of jellyfish, 1,625 types of fish, and more than 30 species of whales and dolphins.
The Great Barrier Reef has one massive reproductive cycle a year, where all polyps release egg and sperm bundles that will fertilize and grow to form more coral.
In terms of food source, coral has a symbiotic relationship with algae. The algae that lives within the coral feeds using photosynthesis. It then transfers energy to the coral polyp, while the polyp provides the algae with carbon dioxide and a safe home.
The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 treasured wonders of the world, so Australia wildlife experts are working hard to protect the Great Barrier Reef by implementing rules and regulations of specific sections of the reef, but the reef is still being harmed by climate change.
The Great Barrier Reef is facing extinction by the year 2050 because of coral bleaching caused by climate change. Coral bleaching is when colorful coral turned antiseptic silky white. Under normal conditions, corals can often recover from big bleaching shocks, but conditions are no longer normal. Higher background ocean temperatures mean that dangerous spikes are more likely, putting coral in harm's way.
The Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Queensland in northern Australia is in the coral state. It is the largest living thing on Earth and even visible from outer space. It stretches more than 2,300 kilometers, beginning at the tip of Cape York Peninsula in the north and extending down to Bundaberg in the south.
Queensland is an Australian state covering the continent's northeast, with the coastline stretching nearly 7,000 kilometers. The city of Cairns is a gateway to the reef and a tropical Daintree rainforest. The capital, Brisbane, is flanked by the surfing beaches of the Gold and Sunshine Coast.
Queensland has a population of 4,715,500 country along the coast and particularly in the state southeast. The capital and largest city in the state is Brisbane, Australia's 3rd largest city, often referred to as the Sunshine State. Queensland is home to 10 of Australia's 30 largest cities and is the nation's 3rd largest economy. Tourism is the state fulfilled largely by its warm tropical climate. It is a major industry. It is the 2nd largest and 3rd most populous state in the Commonwealth of Australia.
Salinity of the Great Barrier Reef averages at approximately 35 parts per 1,000. Salinity is expressed in parts per 1,000 by weight. Tap water has a salinity of 0.2 parts per 1,000. It also is slightly above average water temperature of 21 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius, or 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit to 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Before climate changes, the reef was healthy, no bleaching, and home to many other organisms.
Coral bleaching is very prominent due to climate changes, for example, an increase in temperatures due to greenhouse gases. Because of coral bleaching, the abundance of living in coral reefs is expected to decline significantly in coming decades. This is likely to affect ecosystems, marine life, the reef's universal value as a World Heritage Area, and the communities and industries that depend on the reef. Coral bleaching is very prominent due to climate changes, for example, an increase in temperatures due to greenhouse gases. Because of coral bleaching, the abundance of living in coral reefs is expected to decline significantly in coming decades. This is likely to affect ecosystems, marine life, the reef's universal value as a World Heritage Area, and the communities and industries that depend on the reef.
The solution would be to produce less fossil fuels and prevent carbon dioxide from getting into the atmosphere. The Great Barrier Reef is important to human society for many reasons. For example, protecting the coastline from wave impact, creating a home for 1,500 species of fish, 111 types of hard coral, 1/3 of the world's soft corals, 134 species of sharks and rays, 6 of the world's 7 species of threatened marine turtles, and more than 30 species of marine mammals. Many fish spawn in the Great Barrier Reef, so if they don't have the reef to spawn, it could affect the fishing industry. The Great Barrier Reef aids in carbon and nitrogen, which helps create new plant life. The solution would be to produce less fossil fuels and prevent carbon dioxide from getting into the atmosphere. The Great Barrier Reef is important to human society for many reasons. For example, protecting the coastline from wave impact, creating a home for 1,500 species of fish, 111 types of hard coral, 1/3 of the world's soft corals, 134 species of sharks and rays, 6 of the world's 7 species of threatened marine turtles, and more than 30 species of marine mammals. Many fish spawn in the Great Barrier Reef, so if they don't have the reef to spawn, it could affect the fishing industry. The Great Barrier Reef aids in carbon and nitrogen, which helps create new plant life.
Okay, guys, what do you know about the Great Barrier Reef?
Nothing.
I know it's around like the Australia area, and it's starting to like die off.
It's in Australia, and it's like... Isn't it almost dead? Yeah, word.
It's a coral reef that's like near Australia, I think.
And it's really big.
Yeah.
Like the biggest one.
Nice.
What do you guys know about coral and its role in the Great Barrier Reef?
I think it like is a home for like a lot of different like fish and stuff like that.
And that it's important to the like reef as a whole. Yeah, an ecosystem.
Do you guys know what coral bleaching is?
No.
No.
Maybe because we don't take good care of our environment and things get in the water and it's killing it off.
Why do you think that it's dying?
Global warming and pollution.
Do you guys know what coral bleaching is?
It's where you bleach your hair.
Actually, coral bleaching is when the warming of waters cause coral to become white and die. Hi, Caroline. What do you know about the Great Barrier Reef?
Nothing.
Do you know that it's very important to our ecosystem, and do you know why it's important?
For like the animals around it.
Yeah, that is kind of right. It's home to almost like over 1,000, even 15,000 animals, and it's one of the largest ecosystems in the world.
Wow.
Do you know about coral bleaching?
No.
Coral bleaching is when the water turns warm and then the coral turns white and dies, and that's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So, do you know about coral?
I dabble in the coral region.
What do you know about the Great Barrier Reef?
I am the Great Barrier Reef.
That's incorrect, actually. The Great Barrier Reef is in Australia. It's one of the largest reefs and ecosystems in the world. Okay, Great Barrier Reef, did you know that you're dying?
I did.
Do you know why you're dying?
I do.
Tell me.
That stuff that grows on me is killing me.
Actually, you're dying mainly because of coral bleaching.
I know I'm dying.
Do you know what coral...
I do know what coral is.
Coral bleaching.
Of course.
Can you tell me what it is?
It's when the coral gets bleached with bleach.
No, actually. Because of global warming, the water in the ocean turns too warm and the coral turns white. You're the Great Barrier Reef. You're dying. I'm trying to inform you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we have a new segment called The J and the J Show.
We're going to be learning about horseradish today.
Okay, so Jake, first day of our new show. How do you feel?
I feel very great.
So tell the viewers what your name is.
Hi, I'm Jacob Schulman. I am everyone's favorite young horseradish.
Ooh. And my name's JC DeBella, and we're your host for the Jay and Jacob Show. Alright, so Jacob.
Yeah?
I hear you saying horseradish a lot. What's that mean? Tell me a little about it.
Well, let's say horseradish is like a curse word in my language.
Ooh. And would this fall into because we've all heard, everyone in the school, anyone who's anyone, has heard of the Jacob New Year.
Well,
Is this in the Jacob New Year religion, would you say?
Yes. For Jacob New religion, it's a religion called Jacobist.
Jacobist. And how does one join this? Like,
Well,
because, right now, I don't know, with myself, I feel like I could really relate to Jacobist.
Well, to be a Jacobist, you must have to be liked by a Jacob himself.
Oh. Am I liked by a Jacob?
Oh, of course you are. Of course you are.
I got this for you. Because I knew, as my friend, you would say that for me. So here.
What is this? Valentine's Day hearts? What is it?
Well, yeah, but it's some chocolate.
Why do I need chocolate? I'm not saying. Because of that Valentine's Day video me and my brother made. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't like my chocolate?
Oh, I never tried. I'll try it later.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so, the Olympics are going on. Have you been watching that?
Only the beginning of the flag ceremony. I only saw the part of with America's lineup.
Oh, really? I was watching it. You know what I found out the other day?
What?
A curler was using steroids. Isn't that crazy?
What?
A curler. All they do is just this, and they sweep the ground.
Why would they use some sort of strength drug that make them powerful of a curling? It's just a simple shuffleboarding sport in winter.
I know. I just can't understand the world today. There's a lot of things that are just crazy, but we're here to talk about them. We're here to give our opinions. I just think it's crazy. You agree. What else is going on in the school? Anything new for you?
Well, I do know the JSA club is on a field trip to Washington D.C. for a debate event.
If I'm not wrong, DECA is also going on a trip pretty soon. They're going to Atlantic City.
Nice.
There's some big stuff going on around the school. You a part of any clubs?
No, I'm part of AV club and chess club.
Oh, nice. I wish I joined some more. Right now, I'm currently in FLTI, but not much action has been going on there. But youth is such a fun club. So you're a junior, right?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
I'm a senior. What do you think about people being friends with all different types of grades and stuff?
Well, we're not much like Park, where we're all separate grades hanging each other. We all want to be an equal graded class as a group.
Yeah, I agree. I think everyone should just be treated as equals. Oh! Just so happens my computer's on YouTube. You got any favorite videos?
Well,
let's check one out.
All right.
2,000 years later.
So, for me, I'm graduating this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of your other friends graduating that you're gonna be sad about?
No, not my. All of you, all the viewers are graduating. How are they still seniors? They just be.
I know, it blows my mind that everyone just out of nowhere is graduating. You're gonna be there soon next year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about that?
I am. I can't wait for my senior year, even though I'm anxious about it.
Yeah, that's how I was last year. So I just want to say thanks for hosting with me, Jake. Hopefully next time we could get a special guest, and I think that's all we have time for. So let's say bye to the people. Adios.
Adios, amigos.
Next up is Olympics.
Oh yeah. Watching the Olympics?
A couple of them, you know. Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of, not really. I have been watching them.
Yeah, kinda.
What's your favorite event? I like watching ice dancing or ice skating.
I like snowboarding.
I'm gonna go with skiing. There's this lady there, she's insanely terrible, and it's extremely fun.
Definitely the snowboarding events, those are pretty cool with Shaun White.
I don't know, I guess skiing. And who's your favorite athlete?
I don't really have one. They're all different. They're all good at their own stuff.
Probably Shaun White.
I have a lot of favorite athletes, but probably my brother Mike.
I don't know. Shaun White, let's say.